Well, the bees are having a great time in the very hot summer months and then in the dead of winter. Not a lot for bees to eat, not very many flowers out there. So this is just a handful of marbles and some sugar and water mixed together. And you can look up the recipe on the internet. And it's very good for them. Most people are really afraid of bees, which is too bad. And you know, when the hives end up in a tree near you, they send somebody in to kill them all off. But they're actually quite benign. Well, what is this? This is from, oh, Pennsylvania. My Unobtainium has arrived. Yay! Whoops, wrong way. Let's see, how did they do this? All right, let's try this. Haha. This is this. All right, paper. Oh, paper is pretty good. Let's see what we got. More. This is actually a bag. No, it's not. Yes, here it is. Oh. It's so beautiful. I think I'm going to cry. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it even has a oil pump. It's awesome. This is for the distributor. This is the fuel pump. Water pump goes in here. How's the back end look? Oh, I'm rich. This is another piece of massive unobtainium. Just this little thing right here prevents oil and water from mixing in the engine. It even has a gasket on it. Doesn't look too bad. Does the oil pump turn? Yes. The gear's a little worn, but not bad. Charge. So you're asking yourself, what is wrong with this man? A greasy piece of aluminum with some bits of steel and bolts sticking out, and yeah. Well, this is the whole thing that puts the engine together. So if you visualize an engine, on the front is a cover on most engines for something called a chiming chain or a belt. And you can't see where that goes. It's behind this. But you can see there's all kinds of holes where bolts go. In here would go the water pump. The water would come in and it would go out through some hoses. The fuel pump would be attached here. Down here is the oil pump, which pumps oil through the engine. Down in there, that you can't see very well, is a gear that drives the distributor, which goes into this space right here. But here's an example of what it looks like on an actual engine. This is a 1965 Jeep pickup, what's called a J200. If you look down here, this portion right here is that cover plate. Obviously this one's clean, but there's the fuel pump. There's the water pump with the red hose. Down on the bottom that you can't see under the alternator is the oil pump. Coming out the other side where the wires are coming out, you can't see very well, is the distributor. So essentially the whole engine stays together and all these other parts attached to it. If you didn't have this plate, you don't have an engine. Nothing's going to run. This is a kind of an odd engine. It's 230 cubic inches, made in 1965. They only made this engine for about 2 or 3 years in this country. And it was an overhead cam back in the days before Americans thought overhead cams were the thing. Now, they're super economical. They've latched them to fuel injection, and they're highly efficient. What's the big deal with this? I feel like Monty Python. Oh, the quest for the Holy Grail. You may join us. Oh, we've already got one. I told them we've already got one. I've already got one. This is an extra. But here's why. These engines had a lot of aluminum and a lot of steel. The engine I have sat in the field for 5 or 6 years, and here is the intake from the radiator, made of aluminum. The top nut is not supposed to look like that. It's all been eaten away by electrolysis. Now, I've cleaned it up. It looked horrible, all flaky and white and stuff. And if I need a new one, I've got to make one. And so, yeah, I'm in the process of making a new one. I'm going to cast it out of aluminum. But that's the reason why I need to get these extra parts and keep them in stock. Because the one I've got in the truck may spring a leak. And there's no making, there's no casting something like that. This can be done. This is fairly simple. It's got a few steps to go. You know, I made some drawings and I'll take some notes and do another video on casting this thing. But that's why that piece of thing that I got in the mail today is so important. Our motto is make something every day. And I will see you next time.